G'day guys, welcome to Man Cave Tuesday. Hope you all had a ripper week. What we've got going on in this video is Ramble. So we've got the Ramble on this weekend, so I've just been getting all that stuff organised and I've just a whole heap of footage just showing you all the different stuff that I've got to do to get all this bloody this stuff set up for the Ramble. We sell the Virago 250 Jackie Boy, so there's a little bit of footage about that. I get a parcel from Coby. That's brilliant, and I do a little bit of a whatever. I think that's about it, guys. Yes. All right. Where are we going? Let's see this Ramble set up. Rightio, guys. So it's that time. The Ramble is for you guys this week coming. For me, not this weekend, next weekend. So I've got to get this Jeep and trailer sorted out, and I've got a few bloody problems. Rightio, so I've pulled the Jeep down. My first problem that I have is this, which holds the jerry cans, has come off. One of these have already come off on that one there, and I've welded it. So I've got to weld that back on, and what I think I will do is weld, it's where the metal joins, they've obviously done some shitty weld, so I might just re-weld these two back ones and then they'll be bloody sweet. My weld that I did up here has bloody been holding really good, so that should fix that. Now the other problem that I have, I noticed last night I had to get some bloody straps out and there was all water in here, and then I went, holy Jesus, there's like a puddle in there. So I know we've been having heaps of water, but I don't know how the water's been getting in there, whether it's a lot of water. It's like, I don't know, crazy. So I've got to drill some holes, pull all this stuff out, dry it all up, try and figure out where the water's coming in, but for the moment I just got to clean it, dry it all up and whatever. Rightio, so all the stuff's out, I just got to drill some holes. Well, hopefully that will be enough to drain them out. And obviously if I have this problem again, that I'm not going to get a puddle in there, it'll be able to freely drain out. I know it's not the best thing to do, but that's what I'm doing. nosies. Well, there you go, guys. So that's part of the, I'm still got a long way to go. The day is ending. I've got our wash up bloody stuff. I've got all the cups to go through and clean all those up. Fry pans, that big, cooking all the meat on over the fire is all seasoned, ready to go. Got our gas, bloody bottle, all the water that we'll carry, and the petrol. This will have fruit and bloody bits and pieces in there. All the chairs for everybody. This thing is now slowly drying out. It's pretty well dry now. So I'll fix that stuff up. Now I'm getting into, oh, hang on, we'll turn the light on. Getting in, oh, I'll turn this bloody light on as well. There you go, look at that. Getting all this stuff bloody sorted out. Make sure I've got enough for everybody. Cutlery and all that kind of stuff. That esky will be fine as it is. Got the quick coffees. Then in here, making sure I've got all the tools, which I've always got anyway. And then I've got to still just add the extra motorcycle tools to it. And then of course, yeah, there's a whole heap of things, lights, bloody sat phones and bloody all that kind of stuff. And then as we get closer to the ride, then I'll start getting all the food and drinks and all that shit. All right. Spare trailer tyre is now strapped down. Right. Oh, what are you doing in there? I've told you, you can't go on the bloody ramble. Righto, now that the dog's out, that's the compressor, all the bike fix-ups, spare bits and pieces for the bikes, stove bits and pieces, straps and tie-downs. In case we've got to bloody carry a bike on the trailer. Make sure we won't use those. They're the supports for the trailer to make it all even. Need to siphon some petrol out of something. Gas for the stove. Tarp if we need a tarp. And of course, the hose. Oh, beautiful. Alright, that is done. I had a bit of bloody trouble getting it restarted, but she's pretty good now, I think. That'll do the job. Well, there we go, guys. So that now will not go anywhere. All these bloody suction caps, they just don't hold jack shit anymore. They didn't actually last very long. Where I got them made, they obviously used the cheap ones. But that'll do the job now. Beautiful. Of course, you got to clean the bloody windows. Got to have James being able to see where he's going and what's all around him. So just bloody cleaning up all these windows. Rightio, guys. So we've got all the munchy stuff in there. Bloody biscuits, all for morning tea and whatever, bloody snakes and all that kind of stuff. So I just put them in a shopping bag so that when we pull up for like morning tea and lunch and all that, this whole bag can just get pulled out, chucked on a table, and then everybody can just help themselves to it. Trying to make things really simple and easy. Here are all the cups. So that's 13 cups, boom, bring it out, just like that. That bag behind there is full of all soft drinks, cans, bottled water. I'm hoping that like morning tea and lunch will get away with what's in there. Then I've got the big esky over there, I'll show you that. The idea is not to have to get into the trailer because it'll have a tarp over it and it's a pain in the ass to get it on and off. I want to have a look at the system. So there's a whole heap, there's Cokes and bloody Pepsi Max, soda, Solo, bottled water, then there's a whole heap more bottled water. I'm leaving that there because I have special containers that all the meat's going to go in, and I'll go down the bottom for at night for dinner on Saturday night. I'm running the side table stuff, I'm running it with it inside the Jeep, not having it tied to that because it gets dusty, then you've got to unclip it. Having it in here, I can just pull this straight out. It's just trying to make shit bloody quick and simple. Got the other table in there, that'll actually be upright. And over there, doing the same type of system. So that's all the chips and bloody bits and pieces for Saturday night after tea. So that's just a bag, boom, chuck it out there. This bag here is all the, most of the breakfast stuff. So there's breakfast bars, there's all Wheat Bix, and then there's the variety packs of cereal, orange juice, bloody jam and Vegemite and all that kind of shit. I'm going to run with these things to save on the washing up so that I can pile all the bloody sausages and hamburgers and chops, all that kind of stuff into these, and then I can just crush them up, put them in a bin. Of course, I've already got me bloody Jimmies ready for Saturday night. Hopefully bloody James doesn't drink them while we're going along. Now the firewood situation is I've grabbed a whole heap of big stuff. Because it's been raining quite a bit, it looks like it's going to be raining on the bloody weekend too. I thought I'd bring some dry stuff, so I've got some big stuff there, some smaller stuff, and then in here, hang on, then in here I've got some kindling and then bigger kindling underneath that. These are all the fire lighters. I've got fat wood and I've got briquettes, a whole heap of briquette stuff, which will be good when I want to do the cooking, so you don't have all the flames, it's just that real radiant heat coming out. And then of course I've got the chainsaw in there, So the plan for the chainsaw is when we're getting close to, which will be over at Melville Caves, when we're getting close to the to where we're camping, we'll pull up, wait for James to catch up at the end. We'll grab the chainsaw because there's heaps of wood there. If you're camping there, you're allowed to chop up the dead bloody lumber that's there, and there's just shitloads of it. So we'll pull up at a good spot where we see a whole heap, and then get the chainsaw out, cut a whole heap of stuff, chuck it on top of the bloody trailer, strap it down, and then just cart it the rest of the way. So we should be pretty well bloody sweet for. We've done that before. It works. It works really well. All right, what's next? Oh, you've pretty much seen in this, obviously, the first aid kit. That's for when we want to do coffee. If anybody wants coffee at morning tea, we've got a quick way of doing it. I've got another kettle, the fry pans, the wash ups, all the bloody spare toilet paper, bug spray, hand wash, all that shit. And we've got over here, I've gone through, topped everything, well actually freshened everything up, fresh tea bags, coffee and sugar. All the paper plates and bowls, tomato sauces and mayo, salt and pepper. Got all the enough cutlery for everybody, and then there's a whole heap of other bits and pieces in there. But I've done it so that as we're going along on the ramble, I don't have to lift out too much to get to stuff. Like one thing was these were in that bottom thing. I don't need anything out of that bottom one until we get to camp. We need, these were in the bottom thing, so I've put them up there because we need them at lunchtime for the chicken and ham bloody rolls that we're doing. Oh guys, I forgot, I've changed my whole system. Oh, hiding underneath here, I've changed my whole lighting system. So let me jump this out. Rightio, so when we're at camp time, there's a big camp table, so that was $15 out of Bunnings. It's got a dimmer on it, and I tell you what, I tested it at night time and it's absolutely fantastic. It just lights the whole area up, and I can't remember how long they said, something like, I don't know, 67 hours that it'll run for. It's got batteries, D batteries in it. I'm sure it's obviously on the lowest setting that they run that, but when I'm looking at lamps or any of this type of stuff in here, I'm normally looking for something that will get me 8 hours. 8 hours gets me pretty much 2 nights camping. Most of the time, you know, when we're doing this, it's only 1 night's bloody camping. So that's what I look for, and that way I know that I can have the lights running the whole bloody time, and they're not going to run out. So, did I turn that off? Yep. These little things, I can't remember how much they were. They were cheap as chips. I'm going to hang them off the awning that comes off there, and we tested those out and they illuminate really, actually pretty good. These, I love these. I got these from Super Cheap, $5.95, and the beauty of these is that they are like that. So you can just, so we have the big table that comes across here, so all I do is have those two there, and you can see everything on the table. And then when I have that string table that hangs from off these hooks up there and just sits there, I whack that up there, and that illuminates that whole table there. And then also I've got the table that slots in the back there. You might have seen that that I have the stove on. I made up this little bloody Duvalaki. Actually, pull it out, whack it in there, grab this, and then that goes on there, and that goes straight over my cooking area. Bloody brilliant. So I'll show you what this little basket here has replaced. So in here I have a power box and a lighting box. I'll bring it out. Alright, so I had an absolute ball in making this stuff up. Really got a heap of entertainment out of it, so I'm not worried that I'm kind of like going, just don't think I'm going to be using this stuff anymore. But I made up little bloody paddle lights,
lights like this stuff. That was the cooker bloody light. There's bits and pieces in here that I can use, obviously, still. So those lights all hooked up to these little bloody 7-volt batteries, and I jigged them up so that they had the wires, so those paddle lights would then just hook straight into that. I've got wires here that I can join all these together and then charge them all up at the same time. And I've also got it so that you can plug bloody USB things into them and charge up, you know, phones overnight and stuff like that. But they're two, you know, fairly sizable boxes. This one's bloody heavy. You know, you've got to get it out, you've got to lift off the thing, you've got to pull this out. There's just so much dicking around. And like when it's me and Nay, and we're, you know, going out overnight, taking the postie bike somewhere and just going to have a bit of a fun around, and we set up all the bits and pieces, that's fine, but not when I'm putting on a bloody ramble and I'm trying to lead a thing and set up bloody, you know, support vehicles and then cooking and, you know, and then try and enjoy it myself, talk to people, and all that kind of stuff. So this time around I've tried to really get things light and very, very simple. I might have to, I was trying not to, I was hoping that it wasn't going to rain, but it looks like it's going to be raining, so I might have to take the extra awning, because I have the trailer sets up into a whole bloody awning thing where it's all in-covered and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so don't know, I'm going to keep an eye. Sometimes the weather, it just all blows away and I won't have to worry about it, which will be really good, but if not, we've got to do it. Rightio guys, so stuff that I still have left to do. I keep bloody doing bits and pieces. So obviously I've got to fuel up the Jeep, got to put petrol in these jerry cans. These two water containers will be washed out, always wash them out, I mean they're bloody clean anyway, but washed out, and then I don't put the water in there until the Friday, so it's nice and fresh, tap water. I'll most probably have another, I don't think I need it because that's 40 litres of water and it's not very hot, so, but I'm a bit of a backup guy, so I'll most probably run another 20 litre in the back of the Jeep. Normally we're running 100 litres. 100 litres of bloody water. It's just overkill, because I'll have 20 up on the top of the bloody the Jeep up there, then you've got 40 here, so that's 60, and then I've got 2 blue jerry cans that go in the back of the Jeep, so it's 100 litres. I just don't need to do it, so I'm not doing it, and I'm not filling that one up there, and I'm not filling, I normally run the petrol as well, so I've got 60 litres of petrol. I'm only going to run 40 litres of petrol. From past rambles, so just except for that one where it was really, really hot, we still didn't run out of water, like this water. Yeah. Anyway, it's all a learning curve. So what else we've got? Got to get the sat phone credit, charge the bloody Anki, so that'll be on the motorbike, my backup bloody jump starter thing. The Jeep has one in there. I'll make sure I pull that out and make sure that is fully charged. Get the torches, make sure they're all charged, and the UHF radios. So James will have the UHF radio in the car. I'll have one on me, and I'm hoping that Alistair will wear one as well. So, and I've got to get the tarp. I want to change this tarp setup. I've done it so many different ways. The last way I did it was with these gotcha straps. It works, but it's just a pain in the ass when you pull up and you have so many points all the way around it that you've got to undo to bloody pull it all back over, and that's why I don't want to, I want to hopefully not have to get into here before we get to camp. That's my plan. But I'm going to play around and see what I can do, come up with a better idea of doing this tarping. Oh, and then that's not to forget that obviously I've got to get myself set up on Max the motorbike, and obviously I have to get the what do you call it, the steering head bearings done on it. apart from that, I mean, that's the biggest thing. Apart from that, obviously, I'm so switched on with bloody setting it up. But it's another bloody job you got to do. So this is what it's like bloody charging. So you've got the 2 UHFs have got to be charged. That's the Anki that I carry on the bike backup. So that's backup, like jump starter backup. That's the one that I carry in the Jeep bloody jumper thing. Sat phone is charging up. Crazy. Audio guys, so we've sold the bloody Virago, good old Jackie boy, because no, he wouldn't ride it.
I did occasionally, just not enough.
Joseph has bought it. He hasn't got his license yet. So you're gonna learn on the thing.
Yeah. I thought that would be an appropriate bike for me to learn on, and get my experience up before I go into something more in depth. So it's a nice bike. They kept it really nice.
Yeah. Cool bananas. So I've forgotten your name. Anthony. Anthony's going to ride it all the way back to Melbourne, and then you'll get your license, and then away you go.
Yeah, then I'll be the easy rider.
Yeah. All right, guys. Cool. Corey, you bloody little ripper. I mean, sorry, Coby, you little ripper, mate. Guys, you got to come down here and check this out. Right, I've got this parcel in the mail. We've got some pictures and we've got a bloody write up here. But you're ready to see what's in this parcel. So Coby Morgan, I said Corey because he had actually sent me, I'll read that out in a minute. You ready? Here, you want to see what's in this? This is just absolute awesomeness. Are you ready? Boom! Check that out. That is absolute magic, and you're going to understand why, because what it's made out of, who's made it. There's even a little bottle opener in there. Now, let me get reading this, and then I'll start showing you these photos. Now, Coby is from Coolangatta, and back in episode 40, he sent some stickers, and that's his bike there, sitting up on the bloody wall. Mate, I love it. I love knives. You can never have too many bloody knives. Now, let me get the bloody short lookers on. Hi Mark, I've sent you mail before. It was episode 40 of Man Cave Tuesday. Seems like a long time ago now. Yeah, absolutely. I actually went back to episode 40 to have a look at it. It was when I took the postie bike out and then did the readout of that. And also my name is Coby Morgan, not Corey Morgan. I said back in episode 40 I called him Corey, not Corby. Don't worry, everybody gets it wrong the first time. Now you're probably wondering why I've sent you a knife in the mail. Well, I made this knife. No, I'm not actually wondering why. I'm just bloody thankful that you did, mate. Thank you. Well, I've sent you a knife in the mail. Well, I made this knife a while back and just haven't had time to use it, as I have already got so many that I've made. Sheaths and all, they are made out of old Wiltshire files. So, when we say files, these types of bloody files. Now this isn't a Wiltshire, this is just a cheap shitty one. I've got a photo, one of the photos that he sent. Now I think that's one of his drawers that he's just got. You can see the all the files there, and then that's the wood stock that I'd say that he's makes the handles and all that kind of stuff out of. Got a couple of other big photos. So there's one he's made. He's got that hook thing on it. That's some more knives and the sheaths. There's another knife there. Bloody fantastic. Now there's more, for me there's more to it, and I'll explain why I think this is fantastic. So made out of old Wiltshire files. You probably have one lying around the man cave. I have started a Facebook page. It's called Coby's Custom Knives. Now I'm putting it up there because I tried to get the link to his page. I'll put the link down below in the description, but if you go onto Facebook and search for his page, search exactly what that is there. And I thought that by sending you a knife that I have made you could show all the guys on YouTube to see what I can do with just a file, and if they want one made or just want to check out my Facebook page, maybe even buy one or get one custom made. I hope you can get some use out of this little knife and keep it in good shape. Absolutely.
I think your house is going to look great when you're done doing what you have done to it. When I sent you mail last time, I sent you a photo of my bike, put it on the wall next to the big map of Australia. So I just showed you that before. Since then I've picked up a 1997 Honda CR125R. Now I have two bikes that are older than me. So I tried to work this out. So I'm thinking that, so this is 97, so 18, 19, 20 maybe, which is part of why I think it's awesome. What do you got? Forgot to put a picture of it in the box, but you can look up and see what it looks like on Google if you want. And I would be wasting my time if I didn't throw in a sticker, so there is one in there somewhere. Thanks for all the videos that you put out. I hope to see you using the knife in one of them, yeah, for sure, soon, and hopefully some guys watching out there like my knives and go onto my Facebook page, Coby's Custom Knives. P.S. I have some spare parts for a 97 CR125, so if anyone interested, they can find them on Gumtree. Coby, I hope you like the knife. I sure do. Now, so the sticker, what is it? Satan Rules. Look at that, is cool as. I'm not gonna show you putting that up on the board because everything over there is just a big mess, and I've got to get it all sorted. So here's some photo. No, actually, no, forget that. Coby, here is something that I did with that knife. Check it out. There you go. So I had me and Nay actually had a little bit of fun at doing that little setup. Coby, if you want a copy of just that thing for your Facebook page, give me a yell and we'll work out to send that file so you can whack it up on your Facebook or whatever if you want. So guys, check out his Facebook. There's heaps of photos of all the different types that he's done. Now the reason why I thought it was fantastic is he's a young fella, bloody hell, getting off the Xbox, getting out into the bloody in his man cave, building knives, using his hands, and then he's trying to bloody sell them, opening up a Facebook page, putting himself out there, and yeah, I just think that's fantastic. More young fellas should bloody do that. All right, Coby, thanks heaps, mate. You're bloody awesome, and I reckon I might even get a custom one, mate, and we might give one away to the try and give one. Yeah, give one away. I was going to say raffle, not raffle. We'll do something for the crew members. Cool. Well, there you go, guys. That's Man Cave Tuesday done and dusted for another week. Hope you all enjoyed it. Now, obviously, there's the CB250 budget bike build on Thursday. Max is just here getting ready to get his bloody head stem done, so hopefully I'll have that video out this week. Now, the Ramble. Doug has had to pull out of the Ramble, and so we've got one spot available. I've put a post onto the Patreon, so if you haven't seen that post come up in your thing, get on the Patreon. This is for the crew guys. Get on the Patreon, and you'll see how to, if you want, get that. So it's this weekend. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to fill it, but it's there if you want it. Cool. All right, guys. Keep on riding, and if you ain't riding, keep on keeping on.